Well, we are back once again. I'm Rob Spears.
I'm Brenda Michaels, and we're the hosts of Conscious Talk Radio, and that is at our website, conscioustalk.net. We're going to tell you a little bit about that later, but today we want to actually profile a product, a brand new product that we brought onto the show. And for those of you that maybe haven't listened to our YouTube videos or seen us before, we actually use all the products that we advertise on our show. We actually use them ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we've been very lucky in the last few years to discover a number of things that have really changed our lives. And of course, the emphasis on Conscious Talk, which of course you can hear Monday through Friday at conscioustalk.net if you're not in the Northwest. We podcast for free, our archives are free, and we have them up there for at least almost 2 years now.
And if you want to listen live, we're on from 7 to 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's when you can hear us.
Yeah, that's here in the Puget Sound area, and then weekends and in Eastern Washington. But if you go to conscioustalk.net, you can find out all of that information. But one of the things that has happened over the last few years, as things have gotten difficult out there in the world, GMOs have come online. There are fewer and fewer things that you can eat that are really good for you. We in the natural products world have been very fortunate to have some other things come online to compensate. You've heard us talk about the super fiber, which was from plums, which turns out to be a super fruit. And we talked about that in another video. But just recently, we discovered this incredible whey powder, and we discovered so many things about it that we really didn't know about whey. We liked whey as a protein source, and you've seen us use whey in our morning drink. But I, for one, had problems I tried so many different kinds of wheys, and I had some problems. And we settled on one that I could use for a while. But even that, you know, when we dug down in, had some soy in it, had some other things, but the way that it was, and pun intended, the way it was processed, it interfered with my systems and I started to get snivelly.
Right, right. And so we were approached by this company and we were told about this product. We started diving in and researching it. We found out so many amazing properties about this, and we actually have an interview on our site already at conscioustalk.net in our archive section with Stephen Hewer.
Stephen Hewer is a naturopath, and for a very short time there were a group of people that were classified as naturopaths. You've heard of naturopaths. But there was this one particular area of study for a small window of time, very specialized, very deep into the subject of natural foods, etc.
And nutrition.
And nutrition and their effects. He has a company called Cocoon Nutrition. But what we're talking about is this One World Whey. You can go to oneworldwhey.com to find out about it. But the very first thing that we realized when we started using it was I had no problems with it. It did not congest me at all. And we felt just the frequency of this product. We felt there was something special. So we started to get educated. And the very first thing we learned is that this is the only and the first totally cold processed whey. Now, what's so important about that is that it actually comes from raw milk, from a raw milk source. And then we realize, you know, we've been talking about how pasteurization destroys so many of the qualities of natural food.
Particularly enzymes in the food.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that gets destroyed in the pasteurization. And this is also raised, whey from grass-fed beef. So it's a very unique product, and that right away got our attention.
Yeah, grass-fed cows, you know, we've been talking about a lot of the other properties of that over the years on Conscious Talk, but to combine that grass-fed, raw, non-pasteurized source, totally cold process every step of the way, and boy, does it make a difference. And then we learned what whey in this form can really do.
And Stephen has right now has an interview up on our site at conscioustalk.net in our archive section. It's the first one we did with him. Extremely informative. We're going to have another one coming up very soon. And you can learn about all the benefits of this, including some testimonies of what people on his site have been experiencing. But I just want to go through some of those benefits with you because they're pretty amazing. Number one, this type of whey powder helps to boost your immune system. It processes, it has anti-aging properties that also it processes through your system. It helps reduce body fat. Ladies, you're the ones out there where your ears are perking up with that one, I can tell.
Well, and as the athletic group has known for a very long time, that it improves the building of lean muscle. And it increases your energy levels, including recovery time, which is also, very important, especially as you start to get older.
Yep. It enhances the feeling of youth. It boosts sports performance, as Rob said. It speeds recovery from exercise, as he said. And probably the most important one of all is that it helps detox your body. And we really want to just talk about that for a moment, because in the Pacific Northwest right now, there are high levels of what they call
potassium iodide 131. And that, along with strontium, are two of the biggest radiation elements that you get from these kinds of meltdowns. They're going to be going around the earth for a while, and it gets in our grass, it gets in our water supply, and your best defense is to keep your body in shape, to have the proper minerals, but also enzymes in your system. You need to get these heavy metals out, and so one of the things that we learned about this, which is so great, is that this particular form of whey, and you don't get this in others, it really helps you, it provides glutathione, but helps your body to produce glutathione, which is probably one of the major factors in detoxification. We know all of you have been spending tons of money on detoxification, and that's good. But there are, as we discover, simpler, more natural ways to do it.
And this really tastes delicious. So when you add it to your morning drink, it is a delicious way to start your day. So it's oneworldwhey.com. And if you go there, there'll be a place where you can say where you heard about it. So if you're going to go there and purchase this, which we highly recommend that you do for your health, and tell your friends about it, then you just plug in there that you heard it on Conscious Talk Radio.
Yeah, one of the things that we discovered when we first started talking about this, you notice how big this is?
Yeah.
This is 5 pounds. This is a 5-pound container. And we had some people that went to the site and they had some sticker shock. Well, once again, this is what we come down to. When you actually, the fact that they package this in 5 pounds, they're doing that so they can keep the per serving price down. It really comes down to about a little less than $2. For something that's really great for you. For us, it's a meal replacement. We use it in our morning drink. You can mix it in a number of ways. If you go to the oneworldwhey.com website, you can find out ways of doing that. But, when it comes to your health and staying out of the doctor's office, staying out of hospitals, and working as many days as you wish, as opposed to those days when you have to stay home because you're ill, we don't draw that line at price.
You cannot put a price on your health. That's how we feel. And it only takes a half a scoop of this, folks, because it's very powerful.
Yeah,
so it is economical when you really look at it. So when you get on the site, don't go into sticker shock. Realize exactly what you're getting. Start using it. And then let Stephen Hewer, let oneworldwhey.com know the results that you're having. I'm sure there's a place on the website, I'm saying this without checking it, but I'll bet you there is, where you can actually let him know.
Yeah, this is another case of something that we say all of the time. We want to support the people that are truly supporting us. And, One World Whey is one of our latest finds. And actually, our latest interview was on July 18th. That's Monday, July 18th. When you go to the archive section at conscioustalk.net, you can find it there and hear Stephen Hewer.
And if you can't find a place to make comments on his website, then email us. Get on our site. You can email us at info@conscioustalk.net and let us know what your results are, because we're loving this. And I have to tell you, I'm kind of conscious about this, But when I started using this product, it only took about 3-4 days, and I started to break out a little bit. And that's because I was detoxing, and we live a very clean life. So you know that the product really works, and don't be afraid of letting yourself detox a little. That's what's good for you. So again, One World Whey is the product. It is their protein powder, and it is their whey powder, and it's oneworldwhey.com. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.